Morning, Frizu. Apologize for the delay today, guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm gonna switch things up here a little bit to again accommodate those folks who are more equity focused. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the equities today to accommodate folks there, and then we'll move on to the other markets here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our risk disclosure here. And good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and start with the risk disclosure. Just briefly, though, that again, understand that the market trader is here uh, to provide general information only. The information provided by the market trader and myself is not investment advice. Um, we all understand that future trading does contain a fair amount of risk, and it's not for every investor. And an investor could lose all or more of their investment in initial investment capital. Only risk capital money that you can otherwise afford to lose without compromising one's financial security should be used, okay, for trading. And again, I'm not here in any sort of capacity other than education, okay. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, now that I got that out of the way here, let's go ahead and open up our portal here on the news. Okay, so I'm looking at the news here for today, and it appears that it's relatively light, other than the announcement of Joe Biden not seeking a second term here. So I don't know what effect that's had on the markets, but that has a potential impact here. So on the 22nd, we see here we really don't have. We have Harris speaking here, I guess, or at 11:30. Uh, 11:30 here. So that's probably the biggest news, I guess, for today. So let's go ahead and move on here. Now, guys, I did produce a video over the weekend, actually yesterday, that discusses the kind of a review of the markets from a higher time frame, monthly, weekly, and daily. So if you haven't caught that video, I think it's a good is a good resource for you guys to kind of prepare for the markets ahead. It's always good to get a sense for the general markets and where they're headed from a very high time frame. Okay, in this case, so take a peek at that on my YouTube channel. All right, here, and you should I would expect that you would benefit from that review here. Okay, so we're not going to spend time today reviewing that. But we will start with the daily chart and the daily chart of the crude oil. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn off some of these things. And oops, I meant to start off. Let's start off with the equity market here, guys, because again, we did start off a bit late here. So I'd like to make sure that folks have a good sense of that market. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with that and then pick up the others later. Okay. So looking at the daily chart here, we can see that we've come into a little bit of a daily support zone. The market has reacted to some degree as a result of that. So we are still, while we have broken some structure to the downside, we have come into an area of demand, and we are developing a bullish candle here. Okay, so if this is to hold, then the expectation is that we may rally from here. Okay, right now we did technically it's as I mentioned that we did break some structure here. Okay, so that's not to be unnoticed, and it's probably the biggest sort of pullback that we've had in a while here. Okay, so the fact that we have a bullish candle here leads us to this, but we can't rule out the possibility of continuation move. Okay. All right. Looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, we're just above settlement price here. We're going to go ahead and turn off ASR here for a second. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look. So we did manage to get above this candle from Friday here. Okay, we have yet to close, but we're starting to break some structure here to the upside. Okay, all right. This next level of importance, I would say, is 19,964 on the 4-hour chart. And then after that, let's say 20,100 is probably the next level before we start to really brace some serious structure here to the upside. If I look at this, I can see that we've already broken some structure, okay, to the upside on the 4-hour chart, okay? We've broken some structure to the upside. Okay, so that's a good indication, I guess, for the bulls. All right, the buyers have kind of stepped in here in the market here a bit. All right, so in any case, it's we've been in a market that's been kind of bullish the last few days. Now we're starting to see some price action to indicate that maybe we are going to move a bit higher. Don't know exactly where this could lead, but the areas that of concern would be 20,000, 20,200, and then ultimately up to about 20,300 would be the levels that I would call out here on the NASDAQ. Okay, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart here. Again, we are in this a break. You see the break of the channel. We are above the daily VWAP. I would be inclined here to draw an anchored VWAP at this level here. Okay, and assuming that we can stay above these levels, then I would be so inclined to, if I can get back my. Okay, well, it's not going to come back. We'll get another one. All right. So if we stay above daily VWAP and anchor VWAP, I would be inclined to support a potential move to the upside. All right. Now this level right here at we got this rejection away here around 19,977. That could also be an area of concern. We definitely need to get above that to kind of maintain this price structure to the upside. All right, let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile here. Let's see what insights that could provide us here. So I'm going to locate the 930 candle from Friday, and we're going to move it all the way over to the 430 candle, so you can see that price is above value. We have let me change this here to New York. Okay, so we have a relatively tight initial balance range here. Okay, so far, so value area high. I'm going to go ahead and extend that line across here. Okay, and let's I've already captured my levels here. I think the only level that was kind of a question mark. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get that. Where is my Top Step sheet? Okay, we're going to go ahead and capture these levels. Okay. All right. So these are the levels that we're looking at here in the NASDAQ. I'm trying to find a location here where I can place this. All right. So let's go ahead and open up ADR here really quickly. ADR levels. All right. All right. Here are our ADR levels. So we've already hit this ADR zone that we had identified here at 19,910. So this again could indicate that we could be in for a sustained auction to the upside, okay, in this market. All right. Anytime we break these average daily ranges early in the session, I'm always more in the camp that we are potentially in a sustained auction to the upside. Okay. This is not right. Why would we have initial balance already open here? Let me see. Okay. Well, Still showing. All right. So initial balance is technically not open yet, guys. We're about 20 minutes away from that event happening here. So had to adjust the start time for this initial balance tool. So again, we have reached the ADR zone above. We are above some indication or indicators that would indicate that what direction where the market is heading. Right now, it appears that it wants to head higher. Okay. If we are more of the bearish side in this market, well, we need to look at reference levels above us. Okay. So maybe the initial balance range from Friday here at 19,974 could offer maybe 20,000 is kind of a psychological level. Assuming that we get above those levels, like we've already mentioned, that could also be another indication that we are heading higher in this market. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to be calling out here. I think all the levels are captured here, guys. So let's just take a quick peek at the ASR range, make sure that we have those levels properly captured. So we have 699. Okay, so 699 looks like there is a little bit of an adjustment that needs to be made here. So average session range high, we have 19,947. Okay, instead of so 19,947 is average session range high. And then we have average session range low as 699. Okay, 699.25 I think is okay. More important that we capture that. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at here in the markets. As I mentioned, we are already breaching ADR high, and we're already coming into ASR high. And so again, indications are that we are potentially in a kind of a trending market to the upside in the NASDAQ. Okay. All right, let's move on to the not equities, but the ES. Okay, so ES U 2024. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start off with the daily chart. Daily chart. Okay, so again, we had a series of bearish candles here of late. Okay, and we've responded, okay, from away from this where is this demand area. Okay, we've got a demand area, okay, that has been established here. We got a reaction away from it. Okay, I'm going to draw that in green there. Okay, so again, we're not certainly out of the woods, okay, as far as the bears go, but the fact that we are responding away from an area that we could likely see and are seeing some buyers here. Okay, so this area here since given that we had a push higher, we came back to this area, and what happened? Well, we have a developing bullish candle here. So again, indications are that maybe we continue to the upside in this market. Now, if we do break below, right, say 55.17, all bets are off, right? We start to resume our direction here to the downside. Okay, for our chart. For our chart, again, responding away from this demand zone that I drew on the daily. Okay, you can see that we've come into this area and created a nice kind of pivot away from 5,500, okay, or 5,560. All right. So the next order of business for me to really kind of maintain this structure here is I'd like to see a break and close above 5,600 if I'm trading the ES market. Again, I understand that this is a 4-hour chart. We're not going to see many in the way of candles, but the fact that we have a developing bullish candle, I have to err on the side of the bulls. 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We have, again, we're up against settlement, almost close to settlement price from not from Friday, but from Thursday. We're going to go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile here. Okay, here that's Thursday. Go to Friday. All right, about there. Drag that across to 430. Here we are. Market is yet to open, but we are above value. Okay. Go ahead and go up and open up ADR, and we have already reached it. Okay. Similar kind of view that we're seeing on the Nasdaq. Okay. So if we do right now, the fact that we've broken it already, as long as we continue to make higher highs and higher lows, I'm not here to kind of work counter to what I'm seeing. Okay, right? So as long as I remain in this channel to the upside, I have to support it, right? I have to look for opportunities to that direction. Again, the fact that I broke an ADR to the upside, and we are up against ASR already, that's all giving us indications that we could be in a sustained auction to the upside. All right, so let's go ahead and pull our levels here, guys, so that we have a record of these things. Okay. All right, so here are our levels. I might need to adjust the ASR ranges here. So this is 56.91.25 is 55.91.50 is AS average session range high. Okay. And then we have 59.50.50 as our average session. Well, that was our 55.50.50 is our average session range low. And then our average session range high is 59.91.25. 55.91. 25 is our average session range high. Okay. All right. I think everything else is in order. Just taking a quick peek here to make sure. Got our settlement price, 53. Yeah, looks like everything else is in order. So those are our levels. So as I mentioned, I think right now we should be looking for opportunities to the bullish side. 5,600. If it's going to stall, that would be a reasonable area to stall and reverse. Okay. If we do get above, then we need to look at levels to the left of us. 5640. Okay, would be the next logical level for this market here. Okay. Let's see if there's any questions. So we have our levels here, market. Okay. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. It looks like, again, we are in looks like what appears to be a sustained auction, given the fact that we've reached some of these average daily ranges, average session ranges, okay, in the ES market. All right. Now that I got the equities out of the way, we can come back to some of the normal markets that I normally start with, and that's specifically, let's start with the ES, not the ES, but the gold. Okay, so let's take a look at gold here. We're going to go ahead and open up the continuous contract here in gold. Oops, it's not GS but GC. Okay, this looks a little better. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the daily chart. Okay, so here we are with the daily chart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove some of the drawings here. Okay, we're going to ask ourselves the question, what is the market trying to do? Well, of late, it's trying to come down. Okay, we've broken some structure to the downside in this market, right? So of late, the market is trying to head lower, okay, on the daily in an otherwise kind of bullish, up till now, bullish kind of move, right? So we've gotten a clear close below this level. Okay. If we can't get price back inside, right, this channel, then it looks like the market, the gold, wants to explore some low levels below. Okay. For our chart. For our chart, similar story. Okay, we've kind of been hovering below this channel that I drawn on the daily. We have a developing bearish engulfing candle here. Okay, we have a engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle up against settlement price. Okay, we do have a little bit of a wick here. giving us the understanding that we do have some buyers, and that's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, if we look to the left, we do see that this could be an area where we could see some buying here at 2391, 2390, 2380. Seems like reasonable areas where we could find some buyers here. Okay. Moving to the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Again, we're going to go ahead and remove this because it's becoming a little bit counterproductive here to see that. So we're going to go ahead and remove it. We're going to throw out our levels here. Okay, we're not going to. All right, so here are our levels. Okay, on the gold. All right, that I captured earlier. Okay, and probably the reason why we started the session late. I was working on those here. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile here. And we're going to locate the, what is it? The 830 candle there. And we're going to move this across to the 430 candle. We're going to go ahead and open up our initial balance range. So we're about 6 minutes away from closing that. So again, we've come to ASR to the downside. Let's open up ADR. ADR is relatively close. We'll just double check to make sure we've captured the right level here. We got 2390.5 is ASR low. 2390.5 is our ASR low. Our ASR, yeah, that's our ASR low. Should be down here. 2390.5 is our ASR low. Our ASR high is 2417. 2417.6. Okay, is our ASR high here. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw in our fixed range volume profile. We have not done that. Looks like I don't see it anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's locate our 830 candle drag. Oh, there it is. What am I doing? Right here in the middle. Okay. This is the area. It's very tight range here in the right here. So we have value area high here. Okay, value area high coming across, value area low coming across. Okay, just make sure we have those levels correct. So we have value area high at 2406. That's what we have here. We have value area low at 2399, which we have here. Okay, so levels are indeed the only thing that I had questions when I came in was the average session range that I could adjust here a little bit. So what to make of this market? Okay, so we have an average session range that's I would say within norms. We have reached and we opened below value. Okay, we tried to come inside value, have gotten some rejection. So all indications seem like we want to potentially head lower in this market. Now I'm up at a level now, okay, right around settlement price, right around value area low, that offers me a logical location where I can potentially, manage my risk. Okay. If price closes back inside value and breaks maybe above initial balance range, then my view of a bearish move here in the gold is in error. Okay. But I am seeing some rejections of this reference level. Okay. The structure is to the downside. So, and we have broken or reached ASR here to the downside as well, right? So that could speak to a potential sustained auction in the gold to the downside. And to be honest, if we look at it and compare it to what we're seeing in the equities, that's not completely out of line because they often act as an inverse relationship, right? So in any case, if I'm true to that sentiment, I do not want to see price close back inside value area. Okay, if my assessment is true, if it does close back inside value, then this is basically a 3-bar reversal back to the upside. So I have to be open to that, especially given that we have a rather strong bullish candle here on the 30-minute. Okay, have to remain open to that possibility. I would probably wait to see if this candle does indeed close below, and if it does close below, then I would be looking for some break of structure to the downside to support this move that we're seeing right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw my little anchor VWAP here at the start here. So I would not want to see my price open above that anchor VWAP in order to continue to support a bearish trade to the downside. Settlement is, let's see, settlement is 23.99. Oh, it's 23.99.1. Apologies. 23.99.1. Okay, right around what we have for value area low. Okay, so we're hovering right around settlement price. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Anything else I should be calling out here? Okay, I think that's pretty much what I want to say. Like I said, right now, I probably be a little bit patient with this. I want to see that we get a solid rejection candle away from value. Okay, in order for me to want to participate to the downside. Ideally, maybe even a break and close above below this bullish candle would be the ideal. Below 23.95.5. That would give me some extra a bit of confidence, and while I might add a little bit of risk, that would be the most conservative, I would say, for a continuation trade to the downside. Okay. All right. Anything else? I think the levels are here. Let's see, 23. This is 85. 23. 85 is the level here. Okay. That looks about right. Looks at average daily range high here is up at 24.21, which is correct. Okay. So I think we're good on the levels. Okay, guys. So yeah, so again, view is bearish. Okay. But if we do get a price to close back inside value, then we could be in for a potential value area acceptance trade to the upside. All right. I think that's it for the gold market. Let's go ahead and move on to crude oil. All right. Crude oil. Okay, so crude oil, we're going to look at the daily. We're going to turn off some of these levels here. I'm going to turn off initial balance for now and the ASR and ADR levels. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up the daily. Okay, daily. All right, and we need to ask ourselves the question is, well, what is the market trying to accomplish here? Well, the market is really trying to continue to move lower in this market. Okay, we look to the left. We are in the process of potentially breaking a prior support area, prior demand area. If we do manage to close below that, we'll 75.20 very much in sight. Maybe as low as 71 or even not sorry 73, 72 seem to be very much in line of sight here. Okay, so on the daily chart, crude oil seems to be bearish. Okay, 4-hour chart. Okay, we seem to be following the same kind of structure. Okay, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay, so again, nothing here indicating that we have any sort of momentum or any sort of price action that would indicate that that the bulls are in control. Okay, this is very much a market that's being controlled by the bears. All right, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart here. We're going to go ahead and look at this. We're going to go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile here. Let's see, where is my fixed range volume profile? There it is. Okay, we're going to locate the 9 o'clock bar from Friday. Okay, there it is. Drag that across. to the 430 bar. Okay, so price opened below. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up initial balance since we're already about a half hour into the markets here. Okay, so we have the initial balance range getting created. So here's our initial balance range. For now is relatively, how we say, a tight, kind of initial balance range. We are a bit extended to one side here. So it would not be out of the question here if we do get a rally, okay, a rally back up to settlement price, since we're so far away from VWAP, so far away from the settlement price. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up ADR here. Okay, so we've already exceeded ADR low. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up ASR. ASR is also exceeded here, right? So again, that also speaks to a potential sustained auction to the downside here. Okay, so here are our levels that I captured here. Okay, so here are levels. So let's double check them. Okay, so let's look at this here. We got 79.81 here as our average. Let's see, not 71 here, more like, yeah, 79.81. So slightly higher here. So let's modify that. We'll call that average daily range high. And our average session range high, which I love the spot for here, 79.47. Okay, average session range. Okay, and then our ADR low is, well, it looks like 78.09. Just modify this here a little bit. 78.09. And then we have 78.20. 78.20 just above it as our average session range low. Okay, so 78.20 is our average session range low. Okay, spelling here, high. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at. So we have exceeded those. Again, I know that I had mentioned earlier that we are a bit extended, so we could be in for a sustained auction to the downside in this market, right? We've exceeded ADR, we've exceeded ASR, so it's quite possible we could be in a sustained auction in this market. Okay. All right. I think settlement price is correct. Let's see. 78.64. Yes, settlement is correct here in this case. All right. So if I am bullish, well, I need to look for some 4-hour demand. Okay, in this case, 78.38, which is well below the market here. Okay, 78.38 would be my first. Well, we've already exceeded that 78.38. So let's look in the 4-hour, see what we can find in addition to what other areas here that could offer me some support. Well, looks like we are below, let's see, 78, 77.90, okay, would be an area. Okay, if it gets below that, then we're looking at 75.60 is kind of what I'm seeing on the 4-hour level. Okay, so right now, right here, right now, okay, 70. I'm just going to call it 70 4-hour demand, 78. I'm just going to call this 78 even. Okay, as our 4-hour demand here. Okay, so that could serve as an area for a potential reversal in price because that's a prior area of demand. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the 30-minute chart. Just make sure that everybody has a view of what I just shared here. Let's see, let's move this over here. I always lose it. Okay, so move this to the 30-minute. Okay. All right. Now we got the levels here. Okay, we're going to stretch this out here a bit. Make sure we have a good, solid capture of the levels and price. Okay. All right. So again, while we are extended, the view would be that we are in a bit of a sustained auction to the downside. I'll be quite keen to see in what direction this initial balance range breaks, whether it breaks to the upside or whether it breaks to the downside. And that will be kind of my final like little checklist item to decide on what direction to take this market. All right. Let's see what else. Anything else I should be covering here? I don't see it. Okay. So let's conclude this session with a review of RBOB. Okay, since we've already reviewed the crude oil market, RBOB seems like a natural choice here to cover. Again, we're going to take a peek at the daily. What is the daily trying to do? Well, the daily is telling us that it's trying to find or look for buyers here in the market. We are in a steady decline in the market. Okay. So what's the next level here? Maybe we could see some support. $2.38 and 25 seems like a logical area. Okay. 238.25, maybe as low as 232.58. Okay. Would be illogical. But RBOB, the gasoline futures are still are very much in a bearish trend here. Okay. On the daily. 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, again, similar kind of thing. We're going to turn off initial balance here for a second. We are kind of staircasing our way down. Okay. We are creating structure to the downside and continue to do so. All right. Okay. We've exceeded, right? Or about to exceed, or about to reach, I should say. This level down here would be a 4-hour demand. Okay. So this area right here could offer an opportunity for a potential reversal, okay, in price, okay, for maybe not a sustained move, but enough of a move that would maybe could secure a trade, all right, maybe a trade back to these highs, to this what was prior resistance or prior support, I should say, over here at 243.49, or maybe back up to 241.34. Okay, you're welcome, Frizu. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and open up the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We're going to go ahead and start to draw in our fixed range volume profile here. So we're going to locate the what is it? The 9 o'clock candle here, and we're going to drag that across to the 4:30 candle. There it is. Okay, so what is price? Where is price in reference to value? Below it. What does that mean? We're in a bearish kind of view in the market. Bears are very much in control of this market. Okay, we are below settlement. We are below VWAP, and I'm going to go ahead and draw another anchor VWAP right at these highs of the overnight. And as long as we can stay below these daily and anchor VWAP, then I would say that we have to err on the side of the shorts, okay, in this market. Now, if we start to break some structure, price structure, as well as some of these indicators to the upside, like a close above VWAP or a close above anchor VWAP, then my view of the market is going to change accordingly. All right, so let's go ahead and start to capture some of these levels here. So we're going to go with ADR high here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open that up first. All right, we have ADR high here at 244.08. Okay, $2.44.08. Okay, we have settlement here at 241.48. Looks like 241.48. Okay, and then we're going to have ADR low here, where that's going to be, we already exceeded it. Okay, similar to what we were seeing in the crude oil market, 239.60. Okay, 239.60 is ADR low. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up session lows, and we have session high here at 2 Was that 243.64 or 243? What is that? 243.75 looks like 243.75 as our average session range high, 243.75. Average session range low, 240.05. Okay, so add that here, $2.40 and 5. Okay, all right. Let's see. Value area high. We're going to go ahead and color in. That's our value is 245.67. Value area low, which we already exceeded, is at 241.24, which is right around settlement price. Okay. So what to make of this market again, guys, is I have to think bear. Okay. I have to think bearish opportunity. We've exceeded some of these levels here. We're going to go ahead and open up initial balance. So I'm going to be looking if I'm going to be trading this market, I'm going to be looking for a break of initial balance to the downside and then potentially want to participate at, say, 238.93 on the retest of that break to the downside. Okay. Or, back up to VWAP or back up underneath the belly of the average session range or average daily range would serve as good reference levels for a continuation move to the downside. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at these markets here. In this case, RBOB, we're going to go ahead and close out the session here with a review of platinum. Okay. And we'll take a look at platinum and we'll go ahead and close the session. All right. So we're going to look at the daily again, similar to what we were seeing in gold. All right. We are seeing that the market is selling off a bit. Okay, we are in a bit of structure here that indicates that we may want to head lower. We are coming into an area of that could serve as demand. Okay, but right now we're definitely testing it and looking at maybe getting down to this 900 level. So market is looking more bearish in platinum. All right. Moving on to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart also giving us the same kind of indications. We have Maribozu candles heading lower in this market. Okay. Again, giving us evidence that we are, kind of staircasing our way lower. 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay. We're going to go ahead and open up the initial balance range. Okay. We are rather extended to the downside here. We've pulled away quite a bit away from settlement price and VWAP, waiting for our initial balance to kind of draw in here. If we do get an extension away, right? If we break below, then again, 932.5 would be my reference level to support a short trade to the downside. Okay. Okay, but I first need a break of initial balance low before I would entertain any sort of trade to the downside. Okay, let's start to capture some of our levels here. We're going to go ahead and open up ADR here. So we have ADR high here at, say, 989. ADR high here at 989.4. Okay, we have ADR low here at 960.3. 960.3. We're going to go ahead and open up ASR. Okay, nope, not that. ASR, and that is coming in at 983. Looks like 983.9. Okay, ASR high 983.9. Okay, and we have ASR low here at looks like 959. Okay, 959. Settlement price is coming in at 973 or 973.9. Settlement is 973.9. Okay. All right. So again, similar to the view that we had in gold. Okay. Did we not draw? We did we not draw a fixed range volume profile? I don't see it. Let's see. Let's fixed range volume profile. Locate the 530 830 bar here. Drag that to the 430 bar, and there we have it. Okay, relatively tight range here in right, relatively tight. We're below it. Okay, so again, bears are very much in control of this market. I should be looking for, solid risk locations to support this move to the downside. Okay, not seeing anything in the way of structure that would indicate that we are headed higher at this point. Probably would like to see, if I'm going to be bullish, I need to see a break of this, massive candle to the downside. Okay, to the upside before I need a break and close above, say, 963.8 to support any sort of bullish trade in platinum. Otherwise, I would be looking for opportunities for continuation move to the downside. Okay, and that seems to be supported by volume here, especially on this candle, to a lesser degree on the current candle. All right, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Again, apologize for the delay this morning, but we did manage to get through the markets. So as we close every session, encouraging you guys to trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. All right, guys. So we will have group coaching later this afternoon, and you'll find me in the coaches room. Otherwise, all right. I think that's it, guys. So again, trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. Bye for now, guys.